Hello everyone, this is Reckley here, and today I'm going to show you 3 awesome effect racks that I've made for Ableton that can transform your music production. So today I'm going to show you 3 amazing racks that I use all the time when I'm producing. The first one is the lo-fi tool, the second one is the auto box, and this is called the basic strip. So let's get started and see what these racks can do. So let's start out with the basic strip. The basic strip is an all-in-one tool that includes compression and EQ and reverb. And this tool is perfect and allows you to shape the sound of your tracks and add a little bit of warmth and character to your mix. The controls are pretty easy to use and it's perfect for both beginners and experienced music producers, especially beginners, because in the beginning when you're starting out, it's very hard to find all the effects and find out how to use them. So this is gonna be an easy way whether you're mixing your vocals or drums or synths. So let me show you how this works. Here I have a basic sample from Splice, which is a bit processed. And as you can see, I've deactivated the effects. 'Cause I'm not like you. I'm not like you. So that's how it sounds without this rack on. So what I'm gonna do is start out by using this low cut to shape off the bottom end of the vocal. 'Cause I'm not like you. I'm not like you. Usually I would do this around 100 to 120 Hertz, but I think this needs a bit more, so that's why I'm going for the 240 Hertz. And now you can hear the track with every other track on. 'Cause I'm not like you. I'm not like you. 'Cause I'm not. And adjust to preference. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I think this needs a bit of compression. I'm gonna do it solo so you can hear how the compressor acts. 'Cause I'm not like you. I'm not like you. That's around where we want it actually. So as you can hear, if I turn it off, you can hear that the sound got a little bit lower in the mix. 'Cause I'm not. So that's what this output gain is for. 'Cause I'm not like you. I'm not like you. 'Cause I'm not. That's perfect. So what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna add a little bit of high boost here, just to make the top end more present in the mix. 'Cause I'm not like. And let's hear it with the mix. 'Cause I'm not like you. I'm not like you. 'Cause I'm not. I think that's pretty good. So maybe we want to cut the top end off a bit, which we're gonna do here. 'Cause I'm not like you. I'm not like you. 'Cause I'm not. That sits a bit better in the mix, but we are not finished because you need to add some reverb. 'Cause I'm not like you. I'm not like you. 'Cause I'm not. I think that sounds pretty good. And if you want, you can go and save this as a preset. You have this snapshot, so you snap little camera here where you can add a preset. This is the variation 1. If you press Command or Control R, you can rename it. So this is vocal 1, assuming you're gonna have more vocals. So this is a preset. So next up is the auto box, which is very simple. And I made this rack because I do this when I make build-ups all the time. So I thought that it would be a nice idea to have this as a rack. And you can add a lot of things to build-ups, but I've gone very simple here by adding the high cut and the low cut, delay and reverb. So this is perfect for automating things live and in studio sessions. It's very intuitive, and let me show you how it works. So here is the build up for the song. So what I'm gonna do here is turn down the high cut, right click and show automation in a new lane. This is very smart because then you can automate it. And what I'm gonna do here too is actually low cut it a bit. So I'm gonna also take this and put it up a bit. Put it up. Maybe it should. So now the bass elements are gonna cut out and the high elements are gonna cut out, which gives this kind of notch filter. So if I pull up an EQ8 here, it's gonna look something like this. And these are gonna automate from here to here and from here to here, which is a really nice effect for making build-ups. And you can use this on everything. You can also use it as a simple, I want to high cut, so I'm gonna high cut with this. That's very nice, but this build-up is boring. How do you get it exciting? That's why I added the delay and the reverb. So let's see how it sounds. It just adds a bit of delay and a bit of reverb. So what I would do is I would go and do the same thing here. It's pretty easy and it's pretty generic, but you can be very experimental with this too. So I would like to do the same for the reverb. Just do this and then bring it down a bit here. So the delay is very subtle. It makes a nice difference from like the original, from the intro or whatever, but it's so subtle that you can barely hear it, which is a good way to use delays because it just adds a little space to the mix. So that was it for the auto box. Next up is my favorite of these tools. It's called the lo-fi tool, and it's a collection of tools that would add vintage and lo-fi effects to a track. It has some distortion and it has a noise generator, and it's perfect for adding texture and character to your music, whether you're producing hip-hop, lo-fi, experimenting with sounds, EDM. It's the perfect tool to create unique and interesting sounds. It's very user-friendly, and it's perfect for both beginners and experienced musicians. So if you want to add some lo-fi charm to your music, you can do it with this tool. So let me show you how it works. It's basically the plugin RC20 in Ableton. So this one here adds a bit of noise, and you can hear it adds noise without the drums playing. This here lets you choose the frequency of noise. So now it gets a little bit noisy, and that's all right actually. So we now have the wobble here. The wobble is not that good on drums, but you can use it. Next up is the distortion. And the distortion and the digital are very nice. So that gives it a little bit extra. You can hear this in context. So the last thing I want to talk about is the space. It's right here. And it does exactly what it says. I'm not like you. I'm not like you. Just adds a bit of space to whatever track you put it on, which is very nice because it's gonna put it more or less in the background and be really lush and nice. So that was it for today. So we covered the basic strip, the auto box and the lo-fi tool. Overall, these three effect racks are essential tools for any music producer looking to add depth, warmth and character to their tracks. The controls are intuitive and very user-friendly, so they're perfect for beginners. So if you want these three racks, I made a compilation. You can go on my Gumroad link down in the description and buy it. It's only $10. It's not gonna cost you much. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe. That would mean the world to me. So have a nice day and thank you for watching this video.